Good morning, everyone. I think you are all now just connected. Good afternoon for everyone in China. My name is Vasco Barros, and I will be the moderator for the webinar session today. This is another webinar organized by ENRICH in China. In this case, a webinar dedicated to move to 5G era. For this webinar, we have the support in the organization from EUPIC and 5G Drive. So for this webinar, we will have an agenda very filled with keynote speakers. I will be making a quick introduction, very brief about the upcoming activities of ENRICH in China, and then we will pass on to the main topic of this session, which is the 5G era, and we'll have the presentation from Brian Liu, the director of 5G Smart Education of China Mobile Industry Research Institute. Then we will pass on to our colleagues from EUPIC, Mark Chen and Topi, project manager and project director, that will present the Global 5G Industry Innovation Summit and the JunctionX Chengdu event. So this will be something that we'll be presenting during their session. And then we will have a section dedicated to questions and answers. So just very briefly to let you know what we have involved for ENRICH in China. I believe that most of you know ENRICH in China and what the center provides in terms of services, but we would like to share with you also some current activities that we have in place. So we have a response call open for application under our website for a financial investment opportunity available for companies, innovative companies with solutions for COVID-19. So through this link, you can also check this information. And we have also opened the call for ENRICH in China community. That's open until July 31st, and you can also find more information on the second link. In case you are interested in free market analysis offered by ENRICH in China, we currently have this open to access. So if you can check the last link on the slide, you will have more information on how to obtain the market analysis offered by our soft landing zone network. In terms of upcoming activities, we have two other webinars envisioned for June 17 and June 19. These will take place on an online format, of course. On June 17, it will be focused on the post-COVID-19 era. So how the EU member states, in particular EU member states in cooperation with China, will pursue for growth in terms of economy level and political levels after the COVID-19. And we will have a webinar on June 19. Focus on child-friendly city adaptation in China. So the current circumstances and opportunities on this issue. We have already planned for the end of the year, around October, also in an online format, as we had to adapt. We had initially envisioned for a physical format. We have a digital funding forum. This will be a 3-day event that will count with a participant of high relevant speakers that will be presenting opportunities for both business and academia in terms of funding to support innovation projects and research and development. So this is also very interesting to apply. More information will be available in our website, but stay tuned that this will be very available very soon. So just to let you know that for the questions and answers that will be at the end of the webinar, you have on your right hand side in the panel of GoToWebinar, you have a section dedicated where it mentions questions, and in this area I kindly ask you to add your questions. You are free to ask as many as you want during the whole webinar, and I will be making those questions to the speakers at the end of the session. So feel free to ask the questions in this section, and these questions will be asked at the end. In case we have too many questions, we will be selecting some of them just to make sure that we keep towards the schedule. But we will try to answer as much as possible. So with this being said, I would kindly ask Brian Liu, our next speaker, to make his presentation. I will pass on the floor to him. Brian, can you hear me? Brian, we cannot hear you. The microphone seems to be muted. Can you just double check? I apologize for these technical issues. Brian, can you hear me? We cannot hear you. Can you check if the microphone settings are on?
Okay, sorry.
Yes,
Incoming call. Okay.
Now I can hear you. Thank you, Brian. Yes, if we can turn on the webcam and we can start the presentation.
Okay. So let me start my webcam. Okay.
Perfect.
I hope you can see me and my voice reach you clearly. Okay, so my name is Brian. I'm from the China Mobile 5G Industrial Research Center in Chengdu. I'm now leading the R&D team in 5G smart education. So it's my great pleasure to give you some introduction of the 5G development in China. So next page, please. In the following 10 minutes, I will cover three key areas. The first one is first, what is 5G? And then we move on to what is the latest 5G industry progress in China and around the globe. And last but not least, let's talk about the 5G achievements in China. So let's start from what is 5G? So next slide, please. Next one, please. Why my presentation starts from what is 5G? Because I have given the training session to many people about 5G, and I found that many people think they know what is 5G already, and they want to know what is the detail of 5G technology. But the truth is, not everyone really knows what is 5G. So I want to start from what is really is 5G on Earth. So if I ask many people what is 5G, so I got the answer like 5G is the fifth generation of mobile technologies. It's the official name outlined by IMT 2020. So the 5G, the official name of 5G is IMT 2020. And this is issued by ITU, that is International Telecommunication Union, in 2015 about the requirements for 5G networks, devices, and services. And also many people know that there are three main 5G scenarios, like EMBB, it's enhanced mobile broadband, URLLC, that's ultra low latency, and last one but not least is massive MTC, massive machine type communication. But is this understanding of 5G enough? Or can we say that if I know these definition, I understand what is 5G? So next page, please. So, okay. So my answer is if you can know this definition, that is not all about 5G. Why? Because 5G is not another faster 4G. It's a totally new paradigm. We call it 5G paradigm. Why? Because in 4G, it's mainly about connecting people. For example, we have WeChat that is connecting people to people, and we have Taobao that's connecting people to goods. And we also have a lot of app on our iPhone, our mobile phone, that is connecting our people to information. So in 4G, that is all about connecting people. Okay, but in 5G, the foundation is about connecting things, forming a IoT, Internet of Things. Okay, and this foundation will open up a totally new world. Next page, please. And that is the key about 5G. So we can see that in 4G, because we are all about connecting people to goods, to information, to other people, so it's called consumer internet. But in 5G, it's all about connecting things, and we'll call it an industrial internet. Why? Because by connecting different things, we can open up a lot of new opportunities and new market for vertical industries. And that is the key of 5G. Okay, I will give you some example. Next page, please. So you can see Tencent. There's a organization change in Tencent in last year. That is, Tencent has set up a new BG. It's called Cloud and Smart Industries BG, CSIG. So this BG is focusing on using cloud and other infrastructures like 5G, IoT, AI to help the vertical market like healthcare, education, agriculture, transportation. And this BG setup means that Tencent is moving from a 2C company. That is, you understand Tencent has some games, some WeChat, but by setting up CSIG, it means Tencent want to step into 2B market, to step into the vertical market to serve different enterprises. And this is the beginning of industrial internet. And the Ma Huateng, the CEO of Tencent, he noticed that the second phase of internet is changed from consumer internet to industrial internet. And that is the same as the 5G. And this is really the key of 5G paradigm. So next page, please. So if we have a quick summary of what is 5G on Earth, I will give this one. This is my understanding of 5G after working in 5G sector for many years. So first thing, we see that the basic foundation of 5G is IoT, is Internet of Things. Second, 5G in combination of AICDE, that is AI, IoT, cloud computing, big data, and edge computing. By combination of 5G and AICDE, these together will change our world. And the change will first start in 2B market first, and then move on to consumer market. And this is the key implication of 5G. And this is what we should understand of 5G. Okay, next page, please. Okay, so now we understand what is 5G on Earth. Let's see what is the industry progress in 5G. Next page, please. Okay, so the most important information for the 5G industry is all about the standard. Because by setting out the standard, the industry has the protocol to follow, and we can produce the devices and develop the applications based on the standard. So we need to know what is the standardization progress and what is the latest status. So in 3GPP, which outlines the standard for 5G, there are some key releases. The first two is release 15 and release 16. And these two releases defines the standard for 5G enhanced mobile scenario, which means for the enhanced mobile scenario, we can enjoy the high speed of 5G. The standard is defined in release 15 and 16. And these standards are almost finalized now, which means for EMBB scenarios, the enterprises or the device vendors, they have the standard to follow. And this means we can enjoy the EMBB scenarios first. But if we look at the ultra latency and massive machine type communication, these two most important scenarios in 5G, that standard is defined in release 17. But because of the COVID-19, this situation around the globe, those meetings to discuss and debate release 17 has been delayed, which means these two scenarios, the standard has not been finalized. And this means the enterprises and device vendors, they cannot produce or design the devices and applications according to the standard because the standard is not finalized. So which means around the globe, the 5G standardization has been delayed, and we can now only focus on enhanced mobile broadband scenarios. Okay, next page. Okay, now let's see. If we can only focus on the enhanced mobile scenarios, what is the achievement in China? Next page, please. I will give you some figures about the progress in China in 5G. First of all, the 5G connections will increase rapidly. And the figure is in 2021, next year, there will be 19 million devices connected by 5G. And the figure will increase to 576 million in 2025, which means there will be quite a lot of devices by connected by 5G more faster than we expect. Okay. Second, 5G will stimulate quite a lot of capex investment. The figure in China is the 5G capex investment between 2019 and 2025 will be 1.5 trillion US dollar RMB. That will be a very huge number of opportunities. And also in China, the 5G development is quite fast. The figure shows that in 2021, 41% of the global 5G connections will be in China, which means China will be a hotland for the 5G investment and the opportunities. Okay, and also in China, there will be a lot of favorable factors, like the 4G maturity in China is very high, and there is a very good fiber deployment in China, and small cell deployment and in China is very good, and most and important is there will be supportive government support in 5G. And recently, the national government in China has initiated a quite huge investment in 5G and AI and big data. And these are all the favorable factors which will push China's 5G development to be the leading countries around the world. Okay, so because the time is limited, this is about my presentation. So all in all, what is 5G? 5G is all about connecting things, and it will open up new market and opportunities for the vertical market. And the standardization progress of 5G is now delayed. So based on current status, we can focus on enhanced mobile broadband scenario. But this will still stimulate quite a lot of investment in China. The figure will be 1.5 trillion in between 2019 and 2025. So that's the reason why ENRICH will initiate this move to 5G webinar, and because 5G will be the next big thing around the globe, and especially in China, and everybody should be ready to embrace these opportunities. And that is all about my presentation. Hope you find my session to be informative and useful for you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Brian. Thank you for your participation, and thank you for the interesting presentation, which I believe that it also catch the attention from all the audience participants. We already have a couple of questions which I will be sharing at the end of the webinar. But firstly, I will move on to our other speaker, Mark Chen, which I would also kindly ask him to share his webcam and turn on the turn on the microphone. So Mark, whenever you're ready, the floor is yours.
Hello everyone, my name is Mark from EUPIC, and it's a great pleasure to be here to give all of you an introduction of the upcoming Global 5G Industry Innovation Summit. So the event is going to be held on July 17th to 19th, right here in Chengdu. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this city, but it is really beautiful city worth travel. So next page, please. So about the event, because as Jeff Bryan has just mentioned, 5G is an important direction for the evolution and the upgrading of the new technology, new generation of information and communication technologies, and also it is a key driving force for the realization of the digital transformation of the Internet of Things or Internet of Everything. So for this event, we're going to majorly talking about the 5G development trends, not only in China but also around the world. And at the same time, we are going to discuss different 5G application scenarios in different industries, majorly focusing on the 5G plus healthcare, 5G plus education, 5G plus new media, and the 5G plus IoT. Next page, please. So regarding this event, we have already got the confirmation of participation from the leading telecommunication operators in China, including the China Telecom and the China Mobile and China Tower, as well as the leading universities like Chen universities, as well as the world famous company like Huawei. And at the same time, because EUPIC is the AEM member in China, so we also got the support from the European Commission as well as the Enterprise Europe Network. And at the same time, the event is also highly supported by the local government, including the Chen Provincial Economic and Information Department, as well as the Education Department of Chen Province, and at the same time, the Health Commission of Chen Province. That's to name a few. Next page, please. So regarding the event, we're now doing a lot of promotion to our partners in Europe, for of course including the organizations like ENRICH, as well as some of our EM members in Europe countries, including Germany, Italy, Poland, Spain, and so on. And regarding the theme of the event, it is technology promotes industrial upgrading and the 5+ trends future. Like I've just mentioned, we're going to have one main forum attended by the senior level executives from the government, from the leading organizations like Huawei, like China Mobile, as well as we have several side events focusing on different 5G application scenarios, including 5+ healthcare, which is led by West China, one of the most famous hospitals in China or around the world. And we're going to discuss about the 5G applications in the healthcare industry, how 5G will help hospitals better treat their patients. Next page, please. Also, we have the side event focusing on the 5G plus intelligent manufacturing. We are now having participants from the Changhong Electronics Company, which is a famous company in my hometown, Chuan, and also a famous company in China. Also, we have the 5G plus education, 5 plus game, 5 plus new media, and also a very important side event, 5+ culture and tourism. As during the 60, about 140 million foreign travelers were traveling to China last year, and we're expecting more. And also, Sichuan is also a large province with a lot of good sites for people to view. So it's important to know how 5G will impact the tourism industry, and as well as how we can have a better experience under the 5G era for the tourism industry. The next page, please. So there's for the event, there are about like 300 to 500 people attending the event, and we are now open for everyone to attend the event. And of course, we have a live stream during the event for broadcasting, so which everyone around the world can join this event easily. And you are very welcome to get more join this event, and you can also get more information about the event for the official website. So that's my introduction of the event, and if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mark. Thank you for sharing this interesting event, which we will have a couple of questions later on. Just hoping that you can also clarify some questions. But thank you very much. And would like to pass on the word to Topi Guo, our last speaker of this session. Which is a project director from EUPIC. Just 1 second, that I'm popping up the presentation, and I believe that the presentation can be seen now. I kindly ask Topi to turn on the camera and the microphone to make sure that we are hearing you properly.
Hello.
Yes, we are hearing you properly. Topi, please, the floor is yours, and also the control for the slides. It should be from your side also as well.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Topi from EUPIC, EU Project Innovation Center, and I'm the project director of technology and innovation department here, and I'm as well the head organizer of JunctionX Chengdu. And as you may probably already notice from the previous speak, that we are gonna have our event JunctionX Chengdu this year together with the 5G Innovation Summit. So here I want to do a short introduction about what is Junction and how does it work, and what is JunctionX Chengdu this year. So first, Junction is a lot about innovation, technology, and talents. It is a global innovation and technology community. So what we basically does is, I'm trying to switch the presentation here, but it seems. All right. So in short, Junction. Okay, previous page. So in short, Junction is a deep collaborations between young developers with fresh ideas and executives from large industrial players. So what we do is that we build up this international platform that connects the talents around the world to the industrial leaders, and solving the ongoing problems, and also trying to find good employees for this employees. All right, so let's see the next. So in short, what Junction does. So first, we organize leading hackathons and tech events, and with a unique experience. Actually, Junction, it is one of the most famous, and it's already the largest hackathon you can find in Europe. It's originally come from Finland. It's the first being hosted 5 years ago in Helsinki. And second, we operate global tech community with talents and inspirations around the world. We have a lot of networks, covers different universities across the world, as well as different tech communities, recent employees, and other tech medias communities like that. And then we provide creative solutions, because during our event, there's a lot of creative solutions and inspirations been made, and accelerate the recruitment and branding opportunities for enterprises. All right, so probably you may already know, but I want to first also introduce and explain what is basically a hackathon. So a hackathon is within a weekend time. We bring together the tech developers, such as coders, tech designers, and other tech-minded people around the world together. And based on the challenge given by our track partner enterprises, so people together, they are team up and create new projects and solving the challenges and provided by our track partners. So about Junction, the main key theme about Junction is empowering people to create with technology. So we want to encourage more young talents around the world to like technology, to innovate with it, and to change the world with it. So here's the number and the records. So we've been there for 5 years, and we've been already have over 1,500 different kind of great projects created by during our event, and there will been over 10K participants around the world, and that covers 107 different nationalities. So it is already the leading hackathon and the tech-driven party in Europe. So here is number of 2019, so basically last year, how Junction's record is. So there will be over 13,000 different applications around the world, and together there are more than 5,500 different participants to our events all around the world. It covers 510 different universities. So our participants come from more than 510 different top universities around the world together, and there are from 107 different nationalities. And more than that, so actually 50%, more than 50% of them are master degree or above. So it's really a high-end tech talents party around the world. And then regarding to projects, so last year there are over 35 different global events. That's including the big events and small events, and also different kind of JunctionX events around the world. Together we have over 20 different tracks. It covers a lot of like AI, IoT, and this kind of new technology, but it also covers like smart retail, culture and tourism, this technology, but plus the more traditional field. So last year there were more than 500 projects were created, and we were partnered over 100 different partners. And those are industrial players and enterprises around the world. For media reach, so there were 12 different countries, because right now we have the JunctionX events over 12 different countries, means that beside the main event we host every year in Helsinki, and we also have 11 different countries, 12 different countries around the world that hosting the JunctionX event. And during our event month, There are over 100 million media reach. That's mostly from Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And there are 2 million LinkedIn reach. So here's a little bit about what is JunctionX. So basically, because Junction is originally come from Finland, and in 3 years ago, we started with this brand JunctionX, means that we spread the event to also other cities around the world. And right now, it's already being held in 12 different tech capitals around the world. That includes like Barcelona, Tokyo, Hanoi, Budapest, and Seoul, and also Chengdu. So as you may notice that those cities are like very innovative and tech-driven and leading cities. So by doing this, we believe that we kind of also combine the talents and also the tech cultures around the world together with this to build up this great whole world Junction community. All right, I'm switching the page. Regarding to our university reaches Okay, regarding to our talents network, we've been reached over 510 different global universities. That's also includes some of the top universities. You may already heard the names, as you may see from this page. As I've mentioned before, that Junction is a lot about connecting talents around the world together with industrial big players. So for the record of the track partners we've been partnering with, such as Facebook, Intel, Nokia, Supercell, Microsoft, those tech industrial leaders. But as well, as you may probably notice that we also partnered with like Finnair, Daimler. So those more like a traditional enterprises. But what we do is that we kind of gather the tech talents around the world and giving solutions and creative solutions to this traditional industrial players, so we can help them to kind of doing this digital transformation and connect them with this new technology, as well as we're doing a lot of branding, like a new tech branding for them. So promoting them towards a more tech-driven, more young people-driven, international-driven brand image. And this year, with Junction Chengdu, we have a lot of community partners. Definitely EUPIC, EU Project Innovation Center. We are a very huge network here already in China. But besides that, we also have partnered with Aalto University. That's the top tech university in Finland. Also the Slash, because Junction and Slash, we actually originally come from the same ecosystem, startup ecosystem. That's from Helsinki, Finland, Aalto is. And also we partnered with a lot of like international startup ecosystems, such as Startup Grind, Startup Weekend, and Coding Bootcamp Leeuwarden. And it's kind of because we want to provide. It's not just an event, because offline event normally happens just once. So to provide more convenient, to provide more, to provide an integrated platform for this international participant to give more value to our international community. So we kind of developed this Junction app application. So it's basically an online application with integrated functions that we can easily to connect the world talents together online. And it has a lot of functions. We can publish events it can be online event and also offline event information, and the participants can registration and sign up on this platform. And after their coding and development, so they can submit their projects on this platform as well. And it's already supported different languages, includes English, Finnish, and Chinese. So in the future, we are developing more language support for this our online application. Okay, so this is more exciting. So this year in Chengdu, we are together hosting the JunctionX Chengdu event hackathon together with the 5G Innovation Summit. So you will be part of this whole event. We're first going to have this Innovation Summit. That includes a lot of keynote speakers around the world and keynote speakers from top enterprises here in China. And right after that, we are going to launch our JunctionX Chengdu hackathon. So basically, will have a lot of local participants, and also we will have also online track for attract international participants to participate. So for this year, it's going to be happening during 17th to 19th July 2020, and our goal is to first have a global 1 million talents reach, and then we target to have over 2,000 applications from around the world, and over 300 participants, and over 80 different great creative projects created. All right. So the page is okay. So all right. Okay, so why enterprises should be partnering with Junction? Okay, there's seems some delay for this page switching. Okay, here are the 3 reasons. So what Junction can provide to enterprises? So first is definitely creativity. So during our event, there's a lot of talents for basically team up and gathering together, and they solve the actual challenge provided by those enterprises. So it's very marketing driven, and it's stick with the fact it's actually working. And the second, it's a perfect platform for these enterprises to recruiting tech talents around the world. It's not so often that there's this such a global and international platform that those industrial players, they can very easily to gather those talents together and have interaction face to face and find potential recruitment. And then the last, as been mentioned before, so it's a lot about branding. Junction is a really good platform for this traditional or this kind of tech companies to have vertical branding and also have a digital transformation branding for them. For this year, we are targeting, so because we are sticking with this 5G Innovation Summit, so we have all the track are 5G based. So in the venue, we are going to build up a 5G network. So all the participants can experience this 5G network. And all of our challenge and tracks are based on this 5G network. So we are targeting to have 6 different tracks, includes 5G plus game, 5G plus new media, and mobility, education, and IoT and health. So together, our talents this year gonna develop and creative applications and scenario solutions in this 5G era. So hope that you are ready to creating with us, because Junction is a lot about young creators tech talents with a lot of inspirations, enthusiasms, and been working together.
Thank you very much, Topi. Thank you for your presentation. I think everything went well. We had some issues on the delay on changing the slides, but I think that we went around that. So we will now move to the questions and answers. I would ask the rest of the speakers if they could turn on their webcam, as I also already did, so we can move ahead with the questions. So I would, I would just wait that. For some reason, I see that Brian has left the session. I will check on this. Mark, are you there at the moment? Okay, seems that he's with the microphone muted. I would start with a couple of questions to Topi, if that is possible.
Yep.
So a question that actually just came in, and I will just take the chance to ask this one. The question is, are you running within JunctionX also online digital hackathons, or no?
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. So normally we have the hackathons event offline, and that often happens like once per year. But as well as we all know that the COVID-19 is ongoing, and there's offline gathering normally become harder than before. So we also operate some mini or small, medium-sized pure online hackathons online, and those information can be checked from our website and also from the Junction Online application. The recent one, besides our JunctionX Chengdu event in July, we also have so JunctionX Chengdu together with JunctionX Singapore, Hanoi, and Seoul. So we are also organizing a pure online hackathon this June. So it's happening this June, and it's purely online. And for partners, we have Microsoft, and we have Nokia, and also Kaspersky. So those three big tech players are taking care of the tracks. So yeah.
Okay, thank you, Topi. I have also here a couple of questions. In terms of a more concrete agenda, is there a more concrete website, or is it through the app where we can find more information on the schedule that is planned? Where can people find this?
You mean regarding to JunctionX Chengdu?
Yes.
Okay. So first, we have this Junction app online all the time. So it's just simply type app.hackjunction.com. So you will find it, and all the event information around the world are listed there. So you can check the event information, and also doing registration and participant. For regarding to our event in July, JunctionX Chengdu, and also the 5G Innovation Summit, our official website will be launching quite soon. It's already under developing, probably next week.
Okay. Also, another question, and I think that will be the last one for you, Topi, is that we see that there is the JunctionX event already was organized in various cities across the globe, mainly Europe and Asia, and it was also seen that you have a lot of at least university partners, besides other more commercial partners that are based in US and also South America. Is there any plan of any activity being organized in the American continents, North and South, or nothing at the moment?
Okay. Yeah. But that goes to a different field, because originally hackathon is come from America. So actually, USA is the hometown of a hackathon, and actually Junction is probably one of the first hackathon that's been introduced from USA. to Finland, and also then it becomes the largest hackathon in Europe. And I know there's a lot of great hackathon events in American already, especially in Silicon Valley around that area. So of course, in terms of community that we welcome more, we also are looking for like American partners or American communities can join our community. But our main focus is still in Asia and Europe to build up this hackathon culture and this sense here. And regarding to this university collaboration, it's more like we collaborate with this computer and technology department of this university, so they can introduce their students to participate our event, and our events our event and also our community are mainly for giving services to enterprises from EU and also Asia. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for the clarification. I have a question to Mark, focusing on the 5G Industry Innovation Summit. And I understand that the dates of both events are overlapping, so I believe that there might be activities in collaboration with the events. For the 5G Industry Innovation Summit, is there also a more particular link for the schedule of the event, and how people can find information on this and register if they want? Where can they find this?
Yes, we have an official event website which has the information of the date, venue, and also the who are the speakers, who are the participating companies, and I think it's ready next Monday.
Okay.
So we are now inputting the speaker names, images, information on it at this moment.
Okay, so yes, I think that a work for ENRICH in China would be to access this information next week and share with our participants, which I think will be of great relevance. Yeah, so I have a couple of questions to Brian as well. He unfortunately he left the session, but at the moment these would be the questions that I had for you speakers. I also had a question here, which is would the presentations be shared with the participants? And for the people who are still in the session, yes, the presentations will be shared. And I thank you, of course, the speakers for having sharing their presentation. I don't know if there is anything that the speakers would like to add at this point. We have covered the questions allocated to the current speakers here available. I would also like to tell the participants that you may send questions to China at enrichcenters.eu in case you have additional questions that were not asked here, and we will make sure to send to our guest speakers, Topi Guo, Mark Chen, and also Brian Liu. So feel free to send us a question in case you remembered in the meantime or something was not clear during the webinar. Feel free to send us the question, and we will make sure to send the question to the speaker and try to get a reply when possible. From my side, I would like to thank you very much for your participation. It was a pleasure to count with your support and availability and interest on these very relevant events that will take place in July. We hope things also a bit more settled and calm to the pandemic that we live at the moment, and that we can have a fruitful event. And I wish you good luck to both the event organizers, and we keep in touch. I wish you all the best. From my side, thank you very much for the participants' attendance, and stay tuned to our events at the ENRICH in China website. We will have more webinars on around these topics and with different subjects as well. So stay connected on our social media and website. And that's all from my side. Good morning to the people in Europe, and good afternoon to the people in China. Have a good rest of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.